you've probably seen this, but I was losing my shit over this. You know how Republicans won in large part because of a captured media environment? Like it goes beyond just legacy media, but basically every independent source of information people use for politics fell in line. They all bent the knee and started acting like basically Fox News anchors, just completely partisan. Yeah, Unorthodox Monk, you know exactly what we're talking about. Have you seen this shit, man? This is the most like the check cleared shit I've ever seen in my life.
Organization.
That's and then this other thing about Elon. Elon's going to steal everybody's money. He has $400 billion. I'm telling you, he's not going to steal your money.
Like, me about the heroin addict. Why would he want heroin? He's already had so much heroin. What would an alcoholic need with alcohol? How do you think he got the 400 billion? It's insane. Literally, we can trust our money with Montgomery Burns from The Simpsons. He already has so much. What could he possibly need with more? It's not even stupid if you think about it. It's stupid if you don't think about it. The guy who got a lot of a thing, why would he want more? Unbelievable, genuinely. It's not even worth engaging with as an argument because it's so stupid at face value. God, you have to be so dumb to watch Joe Rogan, man. It is crazy. Like, Joe Rogan has always been an idiot, and he's always admitted to that as well. Well, actually, no. Joe Rogan used to admit that he was a dumbass who didn't know what he talks about. Now he acts like a political pundit because he is one. Like, he's gone from like a general interest kind of dude bro-ish, like drug and MMA centered podcast, and now he'll just like he'll just like Rush Limbaugh that shit. He'll just like riff, you know? There's no more of the like comedic self-defacing. You have to be so dumb to listen to this, man. Does this not like immediately fail the sniff test to the kind of people who watch the Joe Rogan Experience? How like Joe Rogan used to be, well, used to LARP as, I guess, like a common man, and now we're getting shit like this. He's just the wealthiest man in the world. Why couldn't you trust him with your money? What are you talking about? I think he does the Tucker Carlson, I'm just saying things defense now, man. Yeah, well, he's always done it to some extent, but lately he's been doing it so aggressively. I guess like the point that I'm making is that it's such a dumb thing to say. It could only be said by a person who's getting cut checks. The argument is like, is he being paid directly? Which you could run the risk of finding that out. You know, that's like a level of obvious collusion that could be overturned with, you know, a financial investigation. It could be leaked in some way. Or is it more likely that Joe Rogan at some point down the road realized that he could make a lot of money and essentially like cement the cult he had built by dropping the political neutrality and capitulating entirely to the establishment? It's basically the same thing that Jimmy Dore did, where Jimmy Dore has always been a grifting hack, but once he realized with the COVID shit that he could lock in a very dedicated, very gullible group of people by just harping on it infinitely, like it doesn't matter how boring, how much you repeat, how much you lie, like it's a guaranteed audience forever, that you might as well just stick to it. It makes me wonder how Joe Rogan's going to pivot away from this when inevitably it all falls apart. Joe Rogan's not an old man. He's not like 80 or anything. He's going to be around when Trump dies, you know, when Elon like has a psychotic breakdown and shits his pants and, you know, offs himself or whatever. Like he's going to be around for all of it. So what is he going to give his audience once they reach that point, you know? Like people very mistakenly believe that just because the right is on the upswing right now, it's going to be like that forever. Don't be stupid. People thought that after Obama destroyed McCain, the country was on a permanent like left swing, you know, or left to you because the camera mirrors my movements, you know, that there's no way things would shift back. Okay. Anyone who believes that this, you know, particular, I don't know, genre of right-wing hysteria is going to be maintained indefinitely, like you're delusional. Even short term, I see this effort burning out. Trump's policies are brutal and unpopular. Yeah, like literally. Again, I don't really believe that polling data that said there was a 38-point shift back down for young people. And also, young people don't really watch Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is firmly like early millennial Gen X coded, right? Like, I do not see 18-year-olds talking about Joe Rogan. I see like 35 to 45-year-old guys talking about Joe Rogan. That's my guess. And it's all guys, you know? I thought like older Gen Z. Well, a lot of people watch him, right? So, you know, there's a lot of Gamergaters talk about Joe Rogan? You mean people who make Gamergate videos? Because those people are also Gen X. Like, if you were around making whiny YouTube videos back in like 2011 to 2014 or so, you're probably 40 or 45 or whatever. How old is Sargon of Akkad? I don't know. How old is Thunderfoot? I don't know. I'm indirectly age ranging it. Yeah. Gamergate wasn't 2011. Yeah, 2011 was the new atheist thing. 2014 was Gamergate. Thunderfoot's base now. I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. I'm just saying, like, he was, you know, he was in the ballpark. It's anecdotal and only a Midwest perspective, but Trump is burning a lot of political capital with farmers right now. Trying to cancel the IRA is going to absolutely cook the Midwest for manufacturing jobs to farming. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. 87,000 likes on this, man. I guess you should never really, like, take for granted how much attention right-wing shit is getting on Twitter, because there are a fuck ton of bots, and we know that Elon algorithmically boosts everything that he agrees with politically. So it's not, like, really representative. But Joe Rogan is a popular guy. Remember when Joe Rogan used to have, like, different people on? Like, he would have people on to talk about their books or whatever. I haven't seen a guest list after the past year. I bet you, like, motherfucker just has right-wing people on now, right? Like, he might have some left-leaning people on, but I bet you the tone of the show has changed a lot. He would have Kyle on? Well, he used to have a lot of left-leaning people on. It was just whatever was interesting for that day. Like, what is this? What is this?
I'm telling you, that's not what he's doing. What he's doing is, he's a super genius that's been f***ed with.
Oh, yeah, dude. Soy. The real-life Tony Stark is right behind me, isn't it? Does this even sound like Joe Rogan? It doesn't even sound like I remember the earlier episodes of Joe Rogan. Like, he would never adopt this gluck gluck throating the cock attitude towards anyone like this, you know? But I guess when you're bought, you know? Shit like this does make me think he's actually bought, though, or he's communicated directly with members of Trump's team. And Trump's team has basically said, like, toe the line and there will be good things in the future for you. That's what this makes me think, because it's not like an organic thing to say at all. You have to be so in the weeds.
Okay? And when you've been f***ed with by these nitwits that hide behind three-letter agencies...
he doesn't talk like this. He doesn't even talk like this.
And you're dealing with one of the smartest people alive, and he helps Donald Trump get into office, and he goes, I want to find out what kind of corruption is really around. Well, you f***ed up. You f***ed up and picked the wrong psychopath on the spectrum, because he's gonna hunt you down.
It's a fucking, like, campaign speech, you know? Is soy fascism? He wasn't this soy before. Okay, leaving aside the fact that he's been bought, can we all agree he didn't used to be this soy? For all the stuff I've criticized Joe Rogan for, him being stupid, thoughtless, him signal boosting right-wing voices without really, like, fact-checking them, he would usually just kind of sit here and be, like, chill. You could rely on him to be chill. You could rely on him to be here and be like a monkey man. That's literally what people like about him. That's why the monkey plays at the beginning of the such and such, you know? And now he's doing bits like this. I just don't remember him being this soy, because he wasn't. He'd be soy about comedians/fighters he admired. Yeah, but that's kind of different, isn't it? Like, there's a huge difference between being soy about something that you're actually excited about, because that's earnest and endearing. If he's really into an athlete and he's being soy about them, okay. I mean, that's just like enthusiasm, you know? There's a difference between that and being like, you with the wrong genius on the spectrum, one of the smartest people alive. He's developed a very particular set of skills, and he's gonna you up. Like, there was more comedic homosexuality, where he's talking about how an MMA fighter could rip his balls off. He should be gayer, is what I'm saying, basically. What do you make of this clip that supposedly shows Elon did some things in the election? I don't care. I do not care. I just don't care. It's not going to win us anything. There's no outcome. There's no benefit at all to the, like, blue anon election stolen stuff.